First of all, man, I just want to ask you about Christian Allegra,
Yeah.
freshman.
Yeah.
Just curious, like, he walks in here. What's your first impression of him?
Christian, I mean, he's a freaky athlete, I think. You see him in the weight room, he's a heavy squatter, strong kid, can bench flies fast. I think you just look at him and you think that's like a pretty freaky athlete, good athlete, and then just put his head down and work. So he gained the respect of everybody just by his work ethic.
And what have you seen from his development, over the course of the season? Like, obviously, he's been thrown into the fire a lot here in recent weeks. Just how have you seen him develop?
Yeah, I think your freshman year is usually you'll take a big jump from the beginning of the year. Especially he wasn't an early enrollee, so
Right.
We got here, worked hard, and then you just get the reps and you develop and adjust to the speed of the game. So I think he's just been developing really nicely, and then you could tell that them throwing him in and he's making plays, and he just keeps getting better every week, every day, which is what we need.
And I'm curious about, obviously we're going to talk about the Axe game. I'm just curious, your first impression of the rivalry. I know Coach Fickle talked about how you guys maybe did a little work on getting to know the rivalry a little more in the summer, but just what was your first impression of this game?
I think you just feel the passion from the guys who have been in it before, from the alumni who have played in it. It's the passion and energy that comes from that rivalry and how much it matters and how much it means to those guys, and that just rubs off on everybody. So I'm excited to get out there and feel it for the first time, and I'm already starting to feel it just from all the guys around us.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, what's the buzz like in the locker room in the facility this week?
I think anytime there's rivalry week, especially one as big as this one, I mean, the intensity is definitely raised, and both teams are going to come out and play physical football, and you just got to raise your intensity and try and beat them at being more physical and being more technically sound, because that's what all rivalries usually come down to.
So I'm curious what those off-season kind of talks about the rivalry were, because your head coach has talked about that, both for Iowa and for Minnesota. I'm just curious kind of what went down.
I think you should just introducing the rivalry. We have a lot of new guys this year, coaches, introducing it, and then really it's emphasizing it and showing how much it matters.
Yeah, okay.
How your program is going to value and respect these rivalries.
Is it like a history lesson almost? Like,
There's a little bit of history in there. There's a little bit of former players getting up and talking and other things, and just like I said, reinforcing the respect we have for the rivalry and how much it means to this place.
And you mentioned the fact that there's a lot of new guys, obviously. Just how have you kind of seen, because whole brand new coaching staff, a lot of new transfers like yourself coming in. How have you seen the new guys approach the rivalry game that they haven't been a part of yet?
I think, personally, I've been a part of rivalries before, big ones, and so you just kind of carry that over.
Yeah.
And you can see from the guys who have been here, how much it matters to them, the passion they have in it, and that just rubs off on you. You see that when you're working with those guys, you see how much it matters to them. You know it's going to matter to you, and you want to win it for the guys around you. You want to win it for the alumni. You want to win it for this whole state.
And you mentioned you've been part of big rivalries. That first one that comes to my mind is Michigan State, Michigan, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the trophy in that one again?
Paul Bunyan.
Paul Bunyan. Okay. That obviously is one of the most heated rivalries. Did you get a chance to play in that game?
Yeah, I played in two of them, and then was hurt for the one last year.
Okay.
But crazy games and intense games, and a lot of respect on both sides of the ball for that rivalry. You want that trophy, and tough games.
Yeah.
Just violent, tough games, and that's what you kind of expect with rivalries, and that's what I expect on Saturday.
Yeah, I was going to ask, obviously you've been in the Big Ten, and there's so many trophy games and rivalry games here. I'm curious, have you noticed anything, maybe not special, but just anything different about this Axe rivalry and maybe the preparation for it?
I think it's the oldest one in college football, which is awesome, and that's special in itself. And just with how this coaching staff prepares for rivalries is a little bit different than the ones I've been a part of in the past. And
how so?
Just with the overall, the stuff in the summer and the kind of year-round focusing on the rivalry. And so it's a little bit different, but like I said, it always comes down to the intensity and the execution on Saturday.
Got it. All right, thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you.